I am doing the astrology for the 4th of April, 2024. The moon in Aquarius wants to look to a better future, but to do that, we have to allow ourselves to think outside the box and to be bigger and bolder. Why be ordinary if there is something inside trying to get out that just might be extraordinary? When we recognize our own independence, we allow for others to seek freedom and also find more equality. When we are honest and friendly, then we support those qualities in our world. Today, the sun will align with the North Node. Both are in Aries, and that fires up our spirit and brings us to reach for new and exciting goals. Embrace those qualities that can and will allow us to try new things. Venus will go into Aries as well, and it may feel as if we want to advertise and tell the world, give new things a try. You might just like it. The only thing we might need to pay attention to could be that some will be short-tempered. After all, there's a lot of Aries energy going on. Aries can speak its mind without really considering all the consequences. But if we pay attention to the details and look to doing what is for the greater good, then we may speak with distinction and clarity. It is better to be mindful to our verbal impact rather than apologize for our outburst later. It is time to get ahead and allow the springtime enthusiasm to allow us to spring into action, but there is a small glitch in the flow because of the Mercury retrograde that began on April 2nd. We have spent many months with all the planets in direct motion, but that is now changing. I would prefer for this energy this month to support us in being more thoughtful and considerate of others. With so much in Aries, the desire to get going is incredibly strong, but the results may be less than what we wanted to accomplish over the next few weeks. I want to allow this backward motion of Mercury to give us a chance to find a new rhythm to this dance we are creating. It is wise to be careful and cautious around words, paperwork, contracts, and technology. This may point out a blind spot in your thinking, especially around relationships. We might see who someone really is, and that could be a shock. Seems loving others must come with a dose of learning how to protect our boundaries. Things are building up to the solar eclipse on April 8th, but when Venus goes into Aries on Thursday, Friday of this week, know that fireworks could ignite. Many things might make your heart go pitter-patter with the energy that is quite flirtatious and confident. Even with this enthusiastic transit to fall in love, it would be best to be honest with all communications, even if it is tricky to navigate. By Saturday, Venus will sextile Pluto, and our ability to see past our own flaws and reclaim our passion is strong. Grab this moment when it happens. It might be enough to help you through the revelations of that solar eclipse that's going to bring things into light. To say the first half of April is going to be dramatic and intense is the understatement, but hold on tight because the second half of the month is going to be much more positive. I like to think of the first part of this month as us trying to turn a huge boat in a storm. To do that, we have to be very careful not to tip the boat over. The second half of the month brings in Jupiter conjuncting Uranus on April 26th, and then Mercury will go direct, and then Venus and Mars will move into their home signs. By the last week of this month, we will feel as if the boat is heading out of the storm and finally in the right direction. Thanks, everyone.